The gunshot wounds may slowly be healing, but the rifts tearing this young nation apart seem beyond repair. Weeks have passed since renewed clashes between government and opposition forces left hundreds dead in South Sudan. Emmanuel was shot while running for his life towards this United Nations camp for displaced in the capital Juba. 2 friends who were with him were shot dead.
When we were trying to run, then we are 4 in numbers. Then 2 was shot dead by government forces. Then I was wounded at the leg.
The majority of the displaced here are ethnic Nuer, the tribe of opposition leader Riek Machar. But like Emmanuel, many of those uprooted by the most recent fighting are Equatorians. They feel increasingly entangled in the messy, often ethnic politics of South Sudan's conflict, which started over 2 years ago between Machar and his rival President Salva Kiir, an ethnic Dinka.
It is like a government soldiers is not caring about citizens. They do care about, they sort everybody. Then they try to ask you, you are now running to UNIMIS because you are going to join your brothers. They think that Equatorian is now part of rebellion.
A suspected rebel sympathizer, Emmanuel no longer feels safe to leave the camp. But food and shelter are in short supply. He is just one of thousands of new arrivals waiting to be registered. For weeks he has been sleeping on the floor of this school.
Like this, then you sleep. This is how we sleep now. Going out here is not safe because right now the government soldiers even are occupying outside the fence. When you try to cross that end of checkpoint, then you get yourself killed. When you are a woman, then you get yourself raped.
For these women, the risks of leaving the relative safety of the camp are all too familiar. When the UN ran out of food last month, they were left with a wrenching choice: to stay and watch their children starve, or to get food from outside and risk attacks by marauding soldiers.
Before the fighting erupted, we were about to receive our food rations, so we got nothing. After a few days of fighting, we got really hungry.
As the women set off to nearby markets, over 200 were raped.
After a few days, the women went to get food, but the government soldiers captured us. They then raped the young women. They took all the food I bought from the market. The only reason they didn't rape me is because I'm old.
As South Sudan slips back into civil war, many people here are increasingly angry at the international community for not doing more to end it. A peace deal signed last year has failed to bring about a political solution to the conflict. Threats of an arms embargo and sanctions have remained just that. And last month's proposal for an African Union-led regional protection force has been rejected by the government.
UNMIS already has more than 12,000 soldiers, and increasing them in something that will impinge on our sovereignty, we will not accept it.
Even if approved by the UN Security Council, it's unclear if the regional force could make a difference. A 13,500-strong UN peacekeeping force has been operating in the country for 5 years, but it has been widely criticized for failing to protect civilians.
The United Nations peacekeeping forces, since the war erupted those weeks, they were hiding in their bunker because they have all the military equipment. They're supposed to protect our foods from being looted by the SPLA forces. And that's now we are really hungry because no one was able to protect us in terms of food, in terms of being killed.
While the international community mulls over its next steps, many here fear that the stage has been set for yet another cycle of violence. For the hundreds of thousands of displaced across the country, there is little hope that their lives will return to normalcy anytime soon.